All right, what I'm going to show you here is how we can use Desmos to help you factor things and finding the zeros and then graphing quadratic equations as sort of a check on what we're doing. So over here, if I had the situation in which I had one number, that would be x, and then another number, which would be 7 more than that number, and we would think of that as x plus 7, and the product of that, so you would have x, and then in parentheses x plus 7, equals 60, that is their product. What are the numbers? So what you would put in there is y equals, now when you did the multiplication, x times x is x squared plus 7x, and then if you transpose the 60 over to the other side, you would get a negative 60. So our equation is y equals x squared and let's get a toolbar going here. X squared plus 7x and then that would be a minus 60. And we'd have to make this a little smaller here to see our values. So what does x equal? Well, here it's going to equal 5. Again, this is one of the zeros. And over here, a negative 12, our other zero. So the factors of this would be a positive 5 and a negative 12. Now, we want to find out what our positive numbers were. Well, we reject the negative 12 and we shoot for the 5. So our first number was 5. And if you added 7 to that 5, you get 12. 5 times 12 is 60. So we have used Desmos to help check what would be the factorization and then the solution of this particular example. So as not to keep this too long, I just want to show you again to give you a general background of what these parabolas look like when our a term is negative. So we have a negative 2x squared plus 6x minus 1. And we're asked to find the vertex. Well, the vertex here is going to be a fraction. And it's going to be the maximum because our a term is negative. And to find the zeros, notice they are really kind of decimally here because these are actually radicals. And you would need to use the quadratic formula to find them. But in finding our y-intercept, that's sort of easy because that's showing up very well. If x is 0, y is a negative 1. So again, a useful tool. I'll keep this short. And you are allowed to use this in your certify and then later on your test. Okay, we'll wrap this up.